So friends, I think all you have seen my all three videos for WBPSC Assistant Engineer Civil Recruitment Examination 2014. Now I have now come for the fourth part. Okay, for the detailed solution. Now question number 53. A canal was designed to supply irrigation needs of 1200 hectares of land growing rice of 140 days base period, having a delta of 134 centimeter. In this canal is used to irrigate wheat of base period 120 days having a delta of 52 centimeter. The area in hectares that can be irrigated is, and these are the options. Okay. As the amount of irrigation water in the canal is constant, let the area be x. So total irrigated water Q equals to 1200 into 10 to the power 4 into 134 by 100 into 140 equals to x by 120 into 52 by 100. So x equals to 2650 hectares. So option A is correct. Now question number 54. What it states? A circular sphere of 2-meter diameter has to carry a discharge of 2 m³ per second when flowing nearly full. What is the minimum required slope to initiate the flow? Assume Manning's coefficient n equals to 0.015. Discharge Q equals to A into V and velocity by Manning's equation is 1 by n r to the power 2/3 s to the power half. Okay. Now here hydraulic radius is r and r is d by 4 as the pipe is running full or nearly full. So you know hydraulic radius r equals to d by 4, that means 2 by 4. So putting all the values and solving this equation we get h equals to slope equals to 0.00023. Now question number 55. Okay. That a rainfall is considered acid rain if the pH of water is, these are the option. Now we know that normal clean rain has a pH value of 5 to 5.5. Okay. And it also called as acid rain if its pH value is less than 5.6. If its value is greater than 5.6, then it is called as basic rain. So here option B is correct. Now question number 56. That Bayard and Foster method for determination of ESWL equivalent single wheel load is based. These are the options. We know that Bayard and Foster's method for determination of ESWL is based on some assumptions. What are those assumptions? Those are equal vertical stress criteria, contact area is circular, influence angle is 45 degree. Okay. So option B is correct. Now question number 57. Quantity of bitumen per 10 m square area required for first coat of surface dressing is, and these are the option. Now we know that for bituminous surface dressing there are two types of aggregate are required. One is 13.2 nominal size, 13.2 millimeter nominal size aggregate, and another is 11.2 millimeter nominal size of aggregate. Okay. Now 0.18 m³ or 13.2 nominal size of aggregate at 52 kg bitumen per m³. So total requirement is 9.5 kg, and for 0.09 m³ of 11.2 mm nominal size of at 56 kg bitumen per m³, that is 5.1 kg. So altogether it's 14.6 kg. So 14 kg is the answer. 57. Now 58. That early attainment of strain in rapid hardening cement is mainly due to. Now please listen carefully. That rapid hardening cement has two advantages. That is, it has more tricalcium silicate, that means C3S content, and this is finely grind. Okay. So it gains early strength than other type of cement. So here option B and option C both are correct. Now 59. That minimum type of diversion of traffic after repairing of road, and these are the option. Okay. Now we know that in road construction some epoxy mix are used. Though the epoxy mix set in 2 to 3 hours, okay, but it is desirable to direct the traffic for at least 12 hours from the type of casting so that it can be easily set. So here the minimum time of diversion should be 12 hours. Now question number 60, that the percentage of more cement should be used while concreting under water than that required for the same mix in dry. Now, as per CPWD specification for concrete work, specification 91 to 92, the concrete shall contain at least 10% more cement than that required for the same placed in dry condition. Okay, the extra quantity of cement varying with the condition of placing and as per direction of engineering in charge. So option B, 10% is correct. Now 61, that if the magnetic bearing of the sun at a place at noon in southern hemisphere is 160 degree, the magnetic declination at that place will be. Now the solution is, this is the line having the magnetic bearing of 167 degree. Okay. Now the magnetic declination is 180 degree minus 167 degree, that is 13 degree east. So the magnetic declination of this line is 13 degree east. Okay. So option C, 13 degree east is the correct answer. Now question number 62, that a 30 cm square bearing plate settles by 1.5 centimeter in a plate loading test on a cohesive soil when the intensity of loading is 2 kg per centimeter square. The settlement of prototype shallow footing is 1 meter square under the same intensity of loading will be. Now for purely cohesive soil, the settlement of footing SF equals to SP into BF by BP. That means settlement of plate into the width of footing and the width of the plate. That means 1.5 into 1 by 0.2, that is 5 centimeter. So option C is correct. 5 centimeter is correct. Now question number 63. The fluid generally used for grouting, and these are the options. Now you all know that grouting are of various types. That means cement grouting, bentonite grouting, chemical grouting, bituminous grouting. Okay. For cement grouting, cement and water mix are used. For bentonite grouting, clay suspension is used. For chemical grouting, sodium silicate are used. So all of the above is correct answer. Now question number 64. If a cohesive soil specimen is subjected to a vertical compressive load, the inclination of the crack to the horizontal is, and these are the options. Now we know that the unconfined compressive test, the confining cell pressure is 0. Okay. And the test is conducted only on a saturated cohesive soil. Now if the cohesive soil specimen is subjected to a vertical compressive load, then the inclination of the crack to the horizontal should be 45 degree. You all know this. Now question number 65. That when bitumen is added to soil, it mainly, these are the option. Now I am telling you that when bitumen is added to soil, mainly it seals the pore of the soil. Okay. And so its permeability is being reduced. And also the shear strength may be increased. Also the cohesion may be increased. So here it mainly fills void and in some portion it increases cohesion. But option D should be correct, as it mainly, the word is mainly. Okay, so it fills void is the correct answer, option D. Now 66. If pan evaporation is denoted by EP and actual evaporation is E, then what should be the answer? Now we know that the actual evaporation E equals to Cp into pan evaporation, when Cp is the pan coefficient for different types of pan, such as class A type of pan, ISI pan, Colorado sunken pan, USGS floating pan. Okay. It always Cp, the value of Cp is generally less than 1. sometimes it 0.6 to 0.8, 0.75 to 0.8. So by equation we get that EP is greater than E. Okay, so option A is correct. Now question number 67, that a 6-hour storm had 6 centimeters of rainfall and the resulting runoff was 3 centimeters. If the phi index remains the same, the runoff due to 12 centimeter rainfall in 9 hours in the catchment is. Now here the phi index is same. So the solution is rainfall minus runoff by storm duration equal to constant. Okay. So this is the first term and this is the second storm. And if for the second storm the rainfall is P, then by solving this equation we get that P equals to 7.5 centimeter. So option D, 7.5 centimeter is correct. Now question number 68. A trickling filter is primarily, and these are the option. Now you should have the basic idea for trickling filter. The trickling filters are used to remove organic matter from the wastewater. The trickling filter is an aerobic treatment system that utilizes microorganisms attached to a medium to remove organic matter from the wastewater. So, the biological oxygen process to remove BOD from the sewage is the correct answer. Option B is correct. Now question number 69. According to Bharat Stage 4 norms, air pollutant which are monitored for petrol driven vehicles. Now for BS4 norms, petrol driven vehicle, that CO emits at a ratio of 1.00 and HC plus NOx, that is 0.18 and HC 0.10. So CO and HC are the main ingredient and these are mainly monitored. So option D is correct. Now question number 70. Equivalent axial load factor EALF defines, and these are the option. Now we know that equivalent axial load factor equals to Wi by WSTD whole to the power 4, where Wi is the weight of ith vehicle and WSTD is the weight of standard vehicle, and it is defined as the damage per pass to a pavement by the axle in a question relative to the damage per pass of a standard axle. Okay. Now 71. Geosynthetics are used in a pavement construction. For these are the option. Now we know that the geosynthetics have different functionalities. Which are those? The function of geosynthetics are included such as separation, filtration, reinforcement, drainage, barrier and protection. Okay, so all of the above is the correct option, option D. Now question number 72, that VB time for low workability as per IS standard is. Now we know that as per IS standard for low it is 5 to 10, option B. Okay, and it's medium, then it is 2 to 5 seconds, and it's very low, then 10 to 15 seconds. So in our case it is option B is right. Now question number 73. Minimum thickness of lean concrete layer below foundation concrete should be. Now where the bearing surface is earth and layer of lean concrete shall be provided below foundation concrete, the thickness of lean concrete shall be at least 100 mm unless otherwise specified. So it is 100 mm. Now question number 74. If G is the specific gravity of sand particle, E is the void ratio, then critical hydraulic gradient we all know that G minus 1 by 1 plus E, and the phenomenon is called the liquefaction of sand or liquefaction of soil. Okay. Now question number 75. Higher efficiency of removal of suspended particle matter less than 1 micrometer can be achieved, and these are the options. Now we know that for the bag filter or the fabric filter, the efficiency is 99%, greater than 99%. So bag filter is correct option. Also, you should know that for ESP, electrostatic precipitator, that is 95 to 99%, and weight scrubber, this weight scrubber is less than 80%. Okay, and high efficiency cyclone, that is 50 to 90%. So here option B is correct. Now question number 76, that Ca++ equals to 40 mg per liter and magnesium Mg++ equals to 12 mg per liter. What is the total hardness? Now we know that total hardness equal to calcium hardness plus magnesium hardness. Okay. Now I have calculated it. Please see it. That is the molar mass of Ca+2 and Mg+2 are 40 gram per mole and 24 gram per mole respectively. Okay. And also molar mass of CaCO3 is 100 gram per mole. So MCaCO3 by MCa equals to 100 by 40 equals to 2.5, and MCaCO3 by Mg equals to 100 by 24 equal to 4.17. Now the total hardness as CaCO3 equals to 2.5 into Ca+2 plus 4.17 into Mg+2, that is 150 milligram per liter. So option A is correct. Question number 77. Two sound sources are emitting sound simultaneously with sound level of 60 dB and 70 dB. What will be the resultant sound level? The resultant sound level LEQ equals to 10 log 10 into 10 to the power 60 by 10 plus 10 to the power 70 by 10 decibel equals to 70.4 decibel. So option A is correct. Now question number 78. The diameter of holes for bolts and rivet less than 25 mm should be larger by 1.5 mm, and when it is greater than 25 mm, then it is 2.0 mm. Okay. Now question number 79. Wet mix macadam is used for the construction of. Now we all know that in a road construction 4 surfaces are given: subgrade, base and subbase, binder course and the wearing course. Also the granular subbase, water bound macadam and wet mix macadam are the base and subbase. Okay, so option B is correct. Now question number 80. Constituents of road marking material are. Now as per MOST 4th revision specification for road making material, okay, clause 803.4 and table 803.3, there are several components, that means binder, glass beads, titanium, calcium carbonate and inert, filters, okay, for the white and yellow marking material. So all of the above are the correct answer. So friends, this is my 4th part for the solution of WBPSC Assistant Engineer Civil 2014 exam, and we'll upload the last part tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So if this is helpful to you, please share this video with your friends so that more and more people will be helpful. And if you are interested to getting my next videos, then please subscribe my channel, and the link of the previous videos will be given below in the description box. Okay, thank you very much and all the best for your future endeavors.